Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's Dave coming to you from the Dogyard here in Southern Maryland. Probably feel like you've spent all day with me, so this is the fourth video today. Anyway, hopefully we're gonna be able to get you a little bit of sunset right there. We'll see. Dogs are out with me. I'll show you them in a minute, as always. What are we smoking today? So we are smoking the Connecticut Charter Oak, Connecticut, but this is the Maduro wrap. Last night was the natural wrap. Of the two, this one's in my top 10. The natural wrap is in my honorable mention. When I did my top 10 cigars, I did 10 cigars and 4 honorable mentions. So the Charter Oak Maduro made the top 10. The Charter Oak Natural went to the honorable mentions. I'm back in the coat. It's about 5 p.m. It's 50 degrees and quite windy out, so it's chilly. So it's back to the coat. Hopefully we don't need the hood. We'll see. Let me get this thing lit. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, and I punch cut it as usual. This one's got a real nice draw. The natural one, I ended up end cutting it. Doing a flat cut. It needed that more for the draw, but this draw is a little bit looser. The draw feels perfect. All right, let's see if I can get this thing lit. Thank you, Greg. See if I can get this thing lit. I'm not going to wrestle it with it on camera. I'll come back to you in a minute. Here's some more. There's the Wednesday edition of Dogland. Dasha, look at her rolling over for Finn, letting him play the master. Then we got Chance being Chance right here. And we got Echo. Echo. Why you putting me on that camera thing? The sun's starting to show up a little bit. Looks like we might get a sunset for you. It's kind of fun to video out here and have the sun drop behind us. So why the hell would I do 4 videos? So let's talk about video philosophy for a minute. I feel like I make commitments to you guys in these videos. Like, hey, if you got, push back on me, ask me questions, ask for other subjects. And so when you do, I feel like I have an obligation to get to you. I had 2 great questions come in over the last week, and I kind of fell behind on them. I fell behind on my comments. I fell behind on my texts. I've just been so busy this week. So I did the 2 videos because I felt like I owed you answers. So especially to the individuals that asked them, but also to the community, because I'm making a commitment to, when you ask great questions, I like to answer them. And then the other commitment I feel like I made you is I start reading you a book. I got to finish reading the book. I'm not reading the whole thing, right? I'm reading maybe 10% of it, but I feel like I got to get on it. Yesterday I didn't have any time for you, and so today I had 2 questions to answer. I had to get reading on the book, and then I love the Dogyard chat. I do this as much for me as you, to be honest with you. I love sitting out here. You guys are sort of an excuse. I get to come out, sit outside for an hour or so, and smoke a great cigar and have a drink and spend times with the dogs. It's fantastic. So that's why the 4 vids. 2, because I felt I had questions answered. 1, because I felt I made a commitment to keep reading in the book. And the 4th was just to get out here with you and my dogs. So that's sort of the philosophy behind, it probably might look stupid from your side of the camera to do 4 videos in a day. I just, I don't like getting behind. Well, I apologize for all the dog time, but you guys have made it clear in your comments that there is no such thing as too much dog time. I probably had 5 or 6 of you say that over the last couple of videos. So dog time it is. Had a good day, good productive day. Got the oil changed in the Explorer. It's first oil change. It hit 5,000 miles. It's funny, you rack up the miles when every time you go to your other house, it adds 2,000 miles. So anyway, got that done. Today was car start day. So I went around, started all the cars in the paddock, let them run for an hour, get everything to operating temperature. Sasha did not think that was a good idea. She didn't like the change in procedure. She didn't like the noise. She didn't like the smell. She didn't like the other doors being open. So I know we've been talking about Merlin, the little mini pony. He passed away today. The owner and the vet decided he had another really bad night. He was super uncomfortable, bordering on miserable. So at our farm, we make decisions that are best for the animal, not so much for the owner. But the owner and the vet agreed it was time for Merlin, to go on to his next phase, whatever that is. So Merlin has been buried on our farm. He'll get a tree and a stone. We've got one of our own there and one other boarder there. So this is our third. You're not supposed to bury horses in Maryland. I don't know why. I consider it a completely stupid rule. You know, we have 60 acres and a backhoe, so they get buried properly. Anyway, so Merlin is now a permanent part of the farm, and when his tree is planted and his stone is placed, I'll show you how we do it on the farm. It would be a couple months probably. All right, I had to go with the hood. Kind of shocking what wind does to temperature. Probably dropped about 5 degrees, so it's probably about 45 or 6 out here with some wind. I should have started a fire in the fire pit, but I just started a fire in the house. I hauled a bunch of wood in the house for Anne Marie. She's having a veg afternoon, as she calls it. She was up most of the night watching Merlin. And then she and I went to lunch after Merlin was put down. Tried to give her a more social hour. Now she's in chilling by the fire in her sweats. So didn't feel like starting 2 fires, to be honest with you. But it's at moments like this that I miss my lounge. Yeah, I miss the guys at the lounge and the social aspect of it. And I miss not having to sit outside in 45-degree temperature with 10, 20-mile-an-hour wind. But look at this cigar. I haven't knocked. That's still original. I haven't knocked any off. So it's a well-made cigar. I'm enjoying it immensely, that's for sure. The hoods help considerably. So I'm at the nub. My drink is empty. My dogs are done playing. What comes to mind for my one item today is, how great is life? I mean, look at this. Even the sun's coming in now, coming into frame. Having a great cigar. How great is life? Life is pretty damn good. I hope you think the same. And I'd implore you, please, if you don't feel that way, please take action to change it. If life isn't great, I hope you are taking active action, real action. You're not waiting for life to get better. If your job sucks, you got to change jobs. If life isn't good, ask why. Oh, I can't tell you how good I feel right now. I've got that calm, wonderful feeling that I've talked about in the past. I don't get it every time I'm out here with you guys. And I really don't get it when I'm sitting in the lounge because I've got 10 guys sitting around. So it's just that quiet realization of how great it is, how good I feel, how calm and relaxed and beautiful my life is. I sure hope you guys get to feel that now and then. And if you don't, please, please be taking action to make your life better. Life is great, and we're not here that long, so life is too short for it to suck. And if life sucks and you don't know how to get your car into first gear and get moving, put a comment here or send me a text. Let's talk about it. Let's get that first action, that first thing that you need to do to get started. We can work together and get that done. Oh, and here comes Amazon. Chance is off working on his perfect record. I sure hope life is good for you. I want for you what I feel right now, and I sure hope you have time to feel it now and then. If not, we got to make some changes. Hopefully, the rebirth of my cigar kit is in that truck. Torch, cigar tool. Not much for Bezos, but thank God for Amazon, huh? All right, guys. That's as much sunset as we're going to see today. I'm nubbed out. So I'm going to say goodnight to you. I'm going to lock it up. So I'll end it the way I always do. May God bless your lives. May He turn His ear to your prayer. May He make His face shine upon you. And may He bless your life as He's blessing mine. Good night, everybody. We'll talk again tomorrow. Probably not 4 times, but we'll talk again tomorrow. Bye now.